Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories that are tracking for you on Monday, the 2nd of May. Taliban considering to join peace talks as Afghan government opts for military action. Activists threaten massive protest in Gilgit-Baltistan against Pakistan's notification of taxes. And Nepal's Nationalist Union demands return of monarchy rule in the country. And now for all the details. Afghan Taliban is mulling to participate in peace talks with the Afghan government, representatives of the outfit have said. A delegation of Afghan Taliban which met with Pakistan authorities in Islamabad last week said that the group is willing to resume the peace process. This comes after the Afghan authorities announced strict military action against the Taliban as efforts to revive the peace process did not yield any result. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani had last week warned that only little time was left for peace talks after a deadly terrorist attack killed 64 people in Kabul on April 19. The Afghan Taliban in March had officially rejected to join the negotiating table with the Afghan government, imposing several preconditions, including withdrawal of all foreign troops from the country and official recognition of Taliban's political office in Qatar. A sense of disillusionment prevails in Gilgit-Baltistan. Resentment is growing among the people against the government's new notification on taxes, which they say is arbitrary and against the interests of the people of the region.
Gilgit-Baltistan is a disputed territory and under international laws, no taxes can be levied on the people of the region. Besides being a low-income and backward area, people of the region claim they are being subjected to taxes which they call unlawful. Local leaders and activists have threatened massive protests across Gilgit-Baltistan against the Pakistan government's notification of taxes.
अगर ये गैर कानूनी एक चीज को लाके हमारे ऊपर थोपा जाएगा तो इसकी रेजिस्टेंस जीबी के 22 लाख अवाम बच्चा इसका रेजिस्ट करेगा। ये हम अवाम की तरफ से, क्योंकि हमारी अप्रोच अवाम तक की है। और साथ में ये भी बात है, उसमें मैं आपको बता दूं कि कितने इलाके हैं पाकिस्तान के अंदर जिनकी रिप्रेजेंटेशन सूबाई असेंबलियों में, कौमी असेंबलियों में, सेनेट में है, लेकिन वो टैक्स नहीं दे रहे।
People are miffed as the Pakistan government has not given them the right of representation in National Assembly while demanding taxes. Earlier also, traders, members of political and religious parties had held several protests in various parts of Gilgit-Baltistan demanding abolition of taxes.
यहाँ एक फॉल्स एक वो जहन बना हुआ है कि जी जब हमें यहाँ पे सुबह बनेगा या यहाँ पे जब हमें सेनेट में यहाँ पे या असेंबली में हमें सीटें मिलेंगी तो टैक्स लगाएं, उस वक्त भी नहीं लग सकता।
Locals say they are fed up with the policies of the government which are anti-people. People in Gilgit-Baltistan, which was annexed by Pakistan illegally, have been waiting for years for a better administration that could work for the region's development.
Moving on, 2 criminal cases have been filed against 3 men arrested over the brutal murder of a Hindu tailor in Bangladesh. One was filed by the victim's family and another by local police over the discovery of small bombs allegedly found in a bag left at the scene of the crime by the assailants. Bangladesh police on Sunday detained 3 men in connection with the killing of 50-year-old Nikhil Chandra Jordar, the latest in the series of hacking deaths in the country. On Saturday, 3 assailants sped up to a tailor shop by motorcycle in Tangel district, dragged out the Hindu owner and hacked him to death, police said. Islamic State has claimed responsibility for the attack. It is that time of the year when migratory birds flock in large numbers to India's southern city of Hyderabad in search of warmer weather. But Aminpur Lake, which is one of India's few flamingos' habitat, is on the verge of drying up due to scorching summer, posing a grave threat to the birds.
Warm weather, sufficient food and shallow waters make the Aminpur Lake an ideal habitat for various species of birds. 171 species of migratory and resident birds dot the lake every year, much to the joy of bird watchers. But this year has been different. Due to scorching summer, the lake has dried up so much, endangering the habitat. Also, the number of species has registered a decline.
I was not able to see more than about 5 or 10 species. Of course, the great point is that there were flamingos here and pelicans, but otherwise the coots and there were very few species, and the water is on the point of drying up.
मगर बहुत डिसअपॉइंटिंग है एक्चुअली। हम लोग सोचे काफ़ी ज़्यादा बर्ड्स भी रहेंगे, पानी भी रहेगा, मगर बहुत ही सैड सिचुएशन है। और ये जो अभी पूरे ज़मीन लोग खरीद ले रहे, प्लॉटिंग कर रहे, इससे 5 साल में मैं समझता हूँ ये लेक का कुछ भी नहीं दिखेगा।
Aminpur Lake attracts large number of visitors who come to watch birds, especially flamingos. It is also home to different kinds of shrubs, creepers, medical flora, trees, animals, reptiles, birds, insects and microbes. But the unusual high temperature is posing a severe threat to the biodiversity.
Moving on to news from Nepal. The Nepal Nationalist Union took out a motor rally in the country's southern Birgunj demanding reinstallment of monarchy in the country. In May 2008, Nepal's Constituent Assembly had abolished monarchy and converted the Himalayan nation into a republic.
Members of Nepal Nationalist Union in southern border town of Birgunj held a motor rally demanding reinstallment of king's rule in the country. Under the leadership of Nepal Rashtrabhakt Sangh chairman Janak Shah, who is also a part of the union, a memorandum was presented to the former monarch Gyanendra Shah demanding king's rule for better development of the nation.
हमनी के उद्देश्य ये बा कि नेपाल और नेपाली शांति से रहो, शांति से कमाओ, खाओ और अपना पूरा परिवार के साथ में शांति से जियो। और ये अभी के अवस्था ऐसा हो गई बा कि शांति सुरक्षा देवे वाला कोनो दल नहीं के, अगर शांति सुरक्षा विकास मिली तो सिर्फ राजा से।
Members of Nepal Nationalist Union stated that they are participating in the rally to save the people from growing corruption.
राष्ट्रवादी लोग देश बचाओ अभियान में निकलल बानी सन। हमनी के ये इच्छा बा कि राजा आओ, देश के शांति देओ, अमन देओ, सुख चैन से रहो ताकि भ्रष्टाचारी खत्म हो।
Monarchy was abolished in Nepal in 2008 after the first Constituent Assembly declared the country a federal democratic republic. Gyanendra Shah was the last king of Nepal.
Myanmar's Muslim minority has been victims of abuse and harassment for a long time. The recent attack on Muslim vendors in the country's capital Yangon has raised concerns over the deteriorating security of the minority community in the country. A report.
Vendors belonging to the minority Muslim community have abandoned their source of income of selling commodities on the street outside Shwedagon Pagoda, Myanmar's holiest Buddhist site. This came after the attack by Buddhist monks on April 17th on the Muslim vendors, forcing them to stay away. Muslim vendors were beaten, harassed and intimidated by a group of Buddhist monks for setting up small stalls near a Buddhist pagoda. They also seized hundreds of dollars in goods, reports claimed. Appalled by the incident, Hetswe Win, the director of Center for Youth and Social Harmony, began an online petition urging the government to step in following the latest round of anti-Muslim violence.
Want this new government to take action on the extremism. They have no right to do this. They have no authority to do this.
Buddhist nationals in past had been successful in pressurizing government to pass laws that many human rights activists say discriminate against religious minorities. However, they were not able to press authorities to ban Muslim vendors from working near Shwedagon Pagoda.
ဘာသာသာသနာနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့အစိုးရအသစ်မှာအားနည်းတယ်လို့ယူဆတယ်အဲ့ဒီအတွက်အစိုးရအသစ်ကမစောင့်နိုင်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးသူတို့ကလောက်ရကမ်းမှန်းအောင်သိလားမသိလားဆိုတာဦးဇင်းတို့မသိဘူးမသိတဲ့အတွက်ဦးဇင်းတို့ကဒါဒီရှေ့ရနေပြီးတော့ဓာရီလိုအပ်တယ်လို့တင်ပြတောင်းဆိုမှလည်းသူတို့ကလုပ်လိမ့်မယ်လို့ထင်တယ်အဲ့ဒီအတွက်အစိုးရအသစ်ကိုဦးဇင်းတို့ကမစောင့်နိုင်ဘူးလောလောဆယ်မှာကိုရီနိုင်တဲ့ဘက်ကကာကွယ်မယ်ပြီးရင်အစိုးရအသစ်ကိုဓာရီသိအောင်တင်ပြတောင်းဆို
There have been waves of anti-Muslim violence in Myanmar in recent years, including deadly riots in Rakhine province in 2012 that displaced more than 100,000 people.
The beauty of India's Kashmir is enhanced in the spring season with snow-capped mountains and colorful flowers that cover the picturesque landscape. At an event held recently in the valley, poets gave people a glimpse of Kashmir's beauty through poetry and music.
A festival to celebrate the onset of spring, Jashn-e-Amad-e Bahar was held in Kashmir Valley in India's northern province of Jammu and Kashmir. Mesmerizing music and poetry enthralled the audience, who came to enjoy the performances of some renowned poets and writers of the valley.
जैसे कि हमारी रिवायत है यहाँ पे कश्मीर में रहा है हमेशा से कि बाहर का मौसम आते ही मतलब जिस तरह से पूरी वैली फुल ब्लूम में होती है मतलब जैसे कि है हमारी वैली खूबसूरत इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है तो हमारे यहाँ क्या होता है कि मतलब पुराने ज़मानों से होता है कि बाहर की आमद पे इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स कंडक्ट किए जाते थे अब भी ऐसा हो रहा है इस मतलब ये एक इनफैक्ट नहीं रिवाइवल नहीं कहेंगे हम मतलब ये कंटिन्यू मतलब ये पिछले ज़मानों से आया है अब भी ऐसा हो रहा है
Cultural programs depicting the beauty and tradition of the North Indian province are organized on a regular basis to attract tourism and preserve the ancient heritage of the Kashmiri people. Kashmir Valley has always been known as a paradise wrapped in an air of mysterious beauty. There are many facets of its culture and its poetry that remain hidden from the public eye.
An ace Indian designer presented a bridal collection with earthy shades and traditional hues for his ensemble with unique cuts and designs in India's showbiz capital Mumbai. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Taliban considering to join peace talks as Afghan government opts for military action. Activists threaten massive protests in Gilgit-Baltistan against Pakistan's notification of taxes. And Nepal's Nationalist Union demands return of monarchy rule in the country. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.